One time, in the deep past, there was a boy who had to return a stolen bag of precious seeds back to his village.
Wait, is it a happy story or a sad story?
Just wait and see. The boy was told he needed 3 things in order to overcome the Elephant King. Something that shines, something that ensnares, and something that soothes. The boy was cold. Though the sun burnt in the sky, it gave no heat.
But he had a warm hat and a big coat.
No, he didn't. He had already found one of the 3 things, a mirror that shone. But when he looked into it, he saw something scary, something dreadful.
A horse!
No, Shazia, not a horse.
Yes, a horse. And it was a very old horse whose bones clattered together when it walked.
It wasn't scary at all. Fine. The boy felt sad, and so he fed him some hay.
And they lived happily ever after.
It's the middle of the story, Shazia, not the end. From a door carved into the corner, out came a round man.
Hey, is it the same round man who refused to buy our candies?
You boy! You have wasted all my hay! Feeding this old horse who will soon die!
The round man threw him into a corner where there were emeralds stuck to the walls. He wanted them paid back for payment for his wasted hay.
You will bring me those emeralds now!
What's his name?
The round man.
No, the boy. You can't have a story about a boy and not give him a name. Give him a name before I do.
Suleiman. His name is Suleiman.
That's a really good name.
Suleiman lay at the corner. He could see ghosts, 3 ghosts, each with an emerald clutched in its hands. He called out for help.
Help!
The poor old horse looked back at him. But then, the horse did something extraordinary. He neighed with the voice of all the world's animals. The emeralds stuck to the walls, broke apart and fell. Suleiman knocked the ghosts off. And then he caught the emeralds from them as they fell to the ground. He then thanked the horse for saving his life.
Thank you for saving my life.
Suleiman then went to the round man. He was hungry and he needed some food. But then the round man was wicked and cheap. He threw a fishing net at Suleiman. But that was exactly what Suleiman needed.
Ha! Something got its nest.
As Suleiman left, the ghosts came out and they swirled and twirled and scared the round man in frightful vengeance for having him lost his life. Suleiman and the horse continued their journey, but the horse was getting slower and slower. He needed to rest, being very, very old. So Suleiman made a shelter for him. The horse began to protest. But then Suleiman knew he had to continue the journey to face the monsters and the Elephant King all by himself.
I will see you again, old horse.
And so on. He went alone. Parwana. Parwana, we can't go out there for now. It's much too dangerous.
No, Mama John. We manage all right out there.
We?
Me and Shaudhya. She's a girl too. We work together.
My cousin has written back to us. They've agreed to arrange a marriage with Saraya and take us out of Kabul. Somebody will come the day after tomorrow and take us out of here. You don't need to do this anymore, Parwana.
What?
We can't continue like this, Parwana. We can't depend on you to keep us alive.
Why? I provide just fine.
It's not the job of a child.
Mama John, we can't live without Baba.
Every day you come home with these cuts and blisters. Every day you go out there and I don't know if I'll ever see you again.
I'm not going. Baba would be back and no one will be here waiting for him.
So how long should we wait? Until you're found out and taken away from us? I can't lose you too, Parwana.
Please. Please let me go see him. Let me go tell him that we're leaving. Let me bring him his walking stick and then I'll be a good sister and a good daughter. I promise, please.
Parwana.
Mama John, please.
Mama John.
I'm going. I'll be back before curfew.
Parwana, please. It's very, very dangerous, Parwana.
I'll be back tonight, please.
No, Parwana. No, Suleiman. You won't come back.
Mama John,
You won't come back.
Mama John, let Parwana go. Mama John.
Parwana.
Dilawar, you frightened me half to death. I've been looking for you everywhere. Why? I was thinking, do you want to walk at the chai shop with me? I can't. Hey, do you want some candy? We had a huge profit last time. And also my father was telling me that everyone is stocking up for some reason. Dilawar, I'm leaving Kabul tomorrow. You're leaving me? It has been arranged. There's nothing I can do about it. My sister's getting married and I need to go to the prison and tell Baba that we're leaving. I need money to bribe the prison guards and I need it now. You'll get another punch in the guts. It's a stupid idea. I won't let it happen this time. I said it's a stupid idea. Please help me. What do you want me to do? Magic some money to hand like in kids' stories? It doesn't work like that, Parwana. I can't help you. Now go. Run away to Mazar-e-Sharif. I have a nice wedding party. Maybe they'll find a husband for you too. And then all your troubles will be over. For a while at least. You fool.
Dilawar. Shaudhya. Shaudhya, please come with me.
I can't. My father will come all the way to Mazar-e-Sharif to kill me. I can't leave Kabul, Parwana. At least not like this. Parwana, take this.
I can't take your money.
Please. Take it. Go and see your Baba. Tell him that his daughter is a good daughter. Tell him that Dilawa said so. Hey, Dilawa. What? Remember that beach you were talking about? Where the moon pulls the water? I'll meet you there.
I don't think I'll recognize you then, Atish.
Well, even though I'll meet you there 15 years from now, you can sell me those precious blue marble of yours.
Until next time then.
Until next time.
I'm looking for my father. Have you seen him? I'm looking for my father. Hey, I'm looking for my father. Hey, open the door.
Get away from the door, you stupid kid!
I'm looking for my father. No, listen.
Get out!
I'm looking for my father.
Are you mad? Move! Razak, what are you doing here?
What's wrong with you? He's my nephew.
That boy, he needs some discipline. Do you understand?
That's my business, is it not? You're wanted now. Inside. What are you doing here? There's a war going on, can't you see? Been sent here to clear this prison of each and every individual who won't fight for us. What's wrong? Why are you here?
That teacher, he's my father. I'm Parwana, his daughter. Please help me. I need to see him.
What? Listen to me. Do you understand me? Wait for me till it's sundown. And if you don't see me, I want you to run. I want you to run and not look back and keep running. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Then go. Go now and hide.
Once, there was a young boy called Suleiman. He knew his heart was fated to serve his people. But he was running out of time. Suleiman! Be brave, Suleiman. Razak! Razak! I've come for my father. I've come for my Baba. Suleiman! Use the mirror to blind the monster! And the snake! Throw it over them! Razak! Suleiman!
My name is Suleiman.
Yes, Suleiman, tell him the story. The one that Mama Jan is too afraid of. Tell him!
My mother is a writer. My father is a teacher. And my sisters always fight each other. One day, I found a toy on the street. I picked it up and it exploded. It was the end. I don't know what happened after that.
It's working, Suleiman, it's working.
My name's Suleiman. My mother was a writer. My father was a teacher. And my sisters always fight each other. One day, I found a toy on the street. I picked it up. And it exploded!
The elephant was transformed. Suleiman returned to the village with his bag of seeds. There was much singing, dancing, laughing, and eating.
Baba?
Parwana, go! Go now! Please run! Be safe! May I never see you again! No!
You won't get away! Leave! Traitor!
Baba, I think you should sit. Baba, I miss you so much. I can't believe that you're alive.
Parwana, my child, you've done so well.
We are a land whose people are its greatest treasure. We are at the edges of empires at war with each other. We are a fractured land in the claws of the Hindu Kush mountains, scorched by the fiery eyes of the northern deserts. Black rubble earth against ice peaks. We are Oriana, the land of the noble. And we are a land whose people are its greatest treasure.
Excuse me, have you seen her? Excuse me, have you seen this girl? Excuse me, have you seen her? Her name is Shazia.
Parwana, is that you?
Shazia? I'm so glad to see you. I miss you so much. I was so worried you weren't going to be here.
I thought I was dreaming when I saw you. I still can't believe you're here. Besides, you're 2 years early. And I go by Dilavar now. No one knows me by Shazia here. I must do so much, Parwana.
I may be 2 years early, but you still have to sell me those precious blue marbles. I've come all the way from Delhi for those marbles.
Dilavar? Of course. I still have the special on sale for you.
I was wondering if I could pay you in...
What do you have then?
More blue marbles?
Wow. Come, let's sit by the sea.
Is it all that you dreamt?
Even more. I feel reborn every time the waves sweep past my legs. Rosanna, did you find your Baba that day? How is your family now?
I found Mama that day. It was a miracle. We did not leave Kabul the next day. I tried to look for you, but as the war started, and I was scared. I thought you were no more. Because of the war, Baba took us all out of Kabul, and we started a new life in India. Baba and Mama Jan passed away a few years ago, but they were in peace. Mama finally got to publish a book, and Baba was so glad Suraya and I resumed our education. Suraya lives in the UK now. She's a head chef in a really good restaurant. Oh, but wait, what happened to you? How did you escape Kabul?
That day, after our conversation, I was too upset to work. So I went home to rest, and my house was empty when I reached. Apparently, my father fled with his friends. I wanted to come to Parwana, I really did. But it was so chaotic that day. The aircraft, the bombs, the people, the screams. It was all too much. I was rescued by some kind men. He brought me to the refugee camp in Peshawar. My savings helped me fulfill my dream. Anyway, how did you find me?
I looked around for you for a very long time. I didn't want to believe you died. When I was visiting Suraya last year, and she was showing me photos of her birthday in Goa. There was someone in the background who resembled you so much. It just felt right. So I looked into it and I dug deeper. It led me to you. Now I'm filled with you, beloved.
I'm so glad you're here, Parwana. I'm so glad. Parwana, but what about all the other girls? It isn't okay.
Dilavar, what's wrong?
It's so unfair. I think about it every day.
What's wrong, Dilavar?
Parwana, we got out of there by luck. But think of the number of girls who are still suffering. The girls who could not escape. The girls who were forced to hide their identity like us. We must help them.
I agree. I think about it a lot. How can the two of us help?
Tell the world our story. Give the girls out there who are working hard to fulfill their dreams some hope. Let them know they are not alone. Let your words soothe and inspire and help people realize through our story to raise their hearts and not their voices.
Because it is rain that makes flowers grow, not thunder.
Hello. Thank you everyone for being a wonderful audience. I would like to now introduce the cast and crew of the play. Mahita Valuri, the director and scriptwriter for the play. Aman Khandewal, the director for the play. Millie Mathur, Parwana Jr. Sakshi Varman, Parwana Senior. Pratibha Singh, Dilevar Jr. Arun Sari Magat, Dilevar Senior. Sheikh Shayan, Narula. Nandini Bhatnagar, Fatima. Mahima Rao, Suraya. Romit Sarkar, Razak. Chetan Soni, Idris. Hemant Karna, Talib. Kritika Karmak, The Witch. Shruti, Villager. Anjali, Villager. Jasmine Singh, Villager. Yajas, Villager. Amita, Villager. Amitesh, Monster. And Vansh, Suleiman, and also the sound director. I would like to invite His Excellency, Mr. Muhammad Qadri, the Charge of Affairs of the Afghanistan Embassy to India.
This was one of the times, actually, I kept on pinching myself when I was watching the show and pulling out my hair because this reminds us of the realities, how we were living during the Taliban regime. And I'm really happy that guy survived from the bucket, but in fact, we were being hit by the bullets and suicide bombings every day. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. In fact, I don't know, I cried perhaps 2 times tonight because as a teenager, it really reminded me of my childhood, how we were living, even though I was a boy. But it's still the hardest time ever we had during the era of the Taliban. And I really hope that you had a flavor of how cruel they are and how much they have deprived the women, the excellent women of Afghanistan, and they have confined them behind the closed walls. And I really, really thank the fantastic organizers of this great show, our great professors, Raghav ji, Professor Bilqiz, and the fantastic crew here. I quite remember when they came to the embassy a couple of months ago, I had just taken office, and they came and said that we have this project. And to be honest, when anything is on Afghanistan, you know, since I've taken office, cultural activities, we support it. And I said, this is fantastic, let's do it. Because we need to show how the Afghanistan of that time looked like. And they played it fantastic. Great performance by Dilavar and Atish Khan. They were fantastic. In fact, they played very, very well. A big round of applause, and to all other people. And not to be unsaid, this was the time of the Taliban, but we have come a very, very, very long way. And today's Afghanistan is different today. Yes, we have problems there. We are still fighting with the Taliban, but a new generation has emerged. Some of those beautiful girls are staying here from Jindal University. These are the new girls of Afghanistan today, who have come all the way from there, from Afghanistan to study here in India. And I once again thank you all, and I really hope that we can take it, Raghavji, to, I think we need to take it to other theaters as well, so that people should know, people should understand how cruel they were, where they were, and where we are here today. And I think the theater had a fantastic ending at the end as well. It actually showed India as our second home, which is today, for loads and loads of Afghans. So I think that was a fantastic ending. Thank you. And as you might know, 60,000 students have graduated since 2003 from India. And 16,000 students are studying today. It wouldn't have been possible if the Taliban were in power. And quite recently, our people went out to vote. It wouldn't have been possible, even for the first-time voters who just turned 18, to go out and vote. So that is the new Afghanistan. And I think the last message was fantastic as well. It showed that we need to put our hands together. We need to join in hands to support the Afghan ladies, to work for the equality. As Gandhiji says that, you know, whatever we do today, what we do today actually, that really, you know, tomorrow's depends on what we do today. So that is, you know, very, very important. And we need to work, you know, towards the gender equality in Afghanistan as we are doing. And again, thank you so much, Raghavji, Ustad Bilqis, and the fantastic crew. And I can't, express how delighted I was just to see. And as a young person, it really reminded me of my, you know, childhood during the Taliban. Perhaps not as bad as this, but one thing let me tell you, I think I said in few other places as well, or quite recently, that I was a boy. I was riding my bike. I think my family asked me to fetch, was it meat or something? But then the Taliban, they follow me because I had perhaps a little bit long hair than they expected it to be. So at that point, I think Titanic film had just arrived, and they were just calling those kinds of hairs Titanic hair, even though mine wasn't. It was just like this. So they follow me, and two of them, exactly like those two guys. So they were following me, but luckily, you know, I escaped it, and they couldn't catch me. I don't know, otherwise I would have just ended up in jail, like many of our other friends who just went missing. Even boys were like that, so leave alone the girls. Thank you so much again, and I really, really, really appreciate, Raghavji, that you take it, you know, to other theaters as well, and we'll be standing by you guys to support this. Thank you so much again. Thank you.
I would like to request, can you stay? I would also like to request His Excellency to hand over the certificates of the play to the director and the CAS team.
Yeah, it's all right. Fantastic, really great. You guys rocked. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say that they are my classmates as well, because I'm also studying at OP Jindal University. So I forgot to say that. So is it one by one? Or
One by one.
No, just the whole set. Same time. Yeah, and also the CAS team. I would like to invite Professor Raghav to give a few mementos to His Excellency, the representative of the India-Afghanistan Foundation, and This is for the India-Afghanistan Foundation, which we will be giving to His
Yes,
Excellency.
thank you so much.
We'll be
I'm a
accepting it on his
co-chair
behalf.
person also for India-Afghan Foundation. So we are running this fantastic foundation that we support, any cultural activities that promote relationship between India and Afghanistan. And I'm so happy that, it's happening today. Thank you.
Just some final words. I would like to thank the program division at IIC for letting us stage our play here. I would also like to thank the India-Afghanistan Foundation for their support and the Charge d'Affaires of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, His Excellency Mr. Qadri. I would also like to thank OP Jindal University for their support of the event, the team at Center for Afghanistan Studies, and the Performing Arts Society, JGU. And last but not the least, I would like to thank the audience for being a lovely audience. I hope you enjoyed watching the play as much as we enjoyed putting it up. Thank you.